Coronation Street has shared unreleased footage from evil Theo Silverton's dramatic final moments. The villain met his grisly end back in April, which launched a huge whodunit storyline across the cobbles. Earlier this week, it was revealed that Sarah Platt was the one responsible for Theo's death after a tense showdown on the scaffolding. As Theo goaded her about her relationship with Todd Grimshaw and their son Billy, who died as a newborn, Sarah saw red. Grabbing a nearby pole, Sarah whacked Theo over the head, and he fell over the scaffolding and onto the ground below. She then called Gary Windass to help her cover up the crime, with viewers learning the full events of the night through a flashback. A new Instagram post shared by Coronation Street has given fans a special behind-the-scenes look at the shocking incident. The video sees James Cartwright, Theo, and Tina O'Brien, Sarah, preparing to film the scene, with the help of their brave stuntman Matt. It has come in a full circle that he started at the top of scaffolding about a year and a half ago, Cartwright reflected in the clip. And now he's coming off the top of a scaffolding. Yeah, with a piece of scaffolding to the head, O'Brien added, laughing. O'Brien explained she was nervous about getting the shot right while filming and shared her fear of accidentally hitting her co-star with the pole. Meanwhile, Cartwright pointed out that the scene was being shot as high as the roof of a house and praised stuntman Matt for going headfirst off the scaffolding. It's sad because I won't get to work with you anymore, but I think the audience will be glad that Theo finally gets his end, O'Brien said. Coronation Street has never been short on villains, but few characters left a trail of chaos quite like Theo. Manipulative, ruthless, and always one step ahead, Theo seemed untouchable for so long. Yet even the darkest stories must come to an end, and now, fans are being treated to something they never expected. Unreleased footage capturing the chilling final moments of Weatherfield's most feared troublemaker. The newly uncovered scenes begin moments before Theo's downfall. Unlike the dramatic confrontations viewers remember, these clips reveal a side of him rarely seen. Gone was the smug confidence and cruel smile. Instead, Theo appeared isolated, pacing nervously as the consequences of his actions finally closed in around him. The atmosphere was heavy. Rain battered the windows while Theo sat alone, staring into the distance. For the first time, there was no master plan, no clever escape, and no one left willing to protect him. The man who had spent months manipulating everyone around him was now trapped by his own lies. In the unreleased footage, Theo is shown receiving a series of unanswered calls. Desperate and shaken, he tries contacting former allies, only to discover that every bridge he had built had already burned. The silence around him was deafening. Then came the moment that has left fans talking. Instead of anger or revenge, Theo looked broken. He gazed at an old photograph lying on a table, reflecting on choices that had destroyed relationships and ruined lives. His expression suggested regret, something viewers rarely associated with the villain. Whether he truly felt remorse or simply feared the end remains a mystery. Meanwhile, elsewhere in Weatherfield, residents who had suffered because of Theo were beginning to move forward. Sarah, Nick, and others were finally finding hope after months of turmoil. Unaware of what was unfolding, they had no idea that Theo's story was reaching its final chapter. As tension mounted, Theo attempted one last desperate move. The unseen sequence shows him leaving his hideout, determined to regain control. But fate had other plans. Every decision he made only pushed him closer toward the inevitable. What makes the footage so fascinating isn't explosive action. It is the haunting loneliness. The camera lingers on Theo's face, capturing fear and uncertainty. Even villains, it seems, cannot escape the consequences of their actions forever. Longtime Coronation Street viewers have praised the emotional depth of the deleted scenes. Many believe they should have been included in the original episode, arguing that they added layers to Theo's downfall. Social media exploded with theories, with some fans claiming the footage changes how they view the character entirely. Was Theo secretly regretting everything? Could there have been redemption? Or was he simply terrified that his reign of manipulation had finally come crashing down? One particularly heartbreaking moment shows Theo whispering, "It wasn't supposed to end like this." The line, never heard in the broadcast version, adds a tragic dimension to his story. Despite all the pain he caused, his final hours were marked not by power, but by complete isolation. The production team reportedly held back several scenes to keep the pacing of the episode tight, but with the release of these clips, viewers are getting a deeper look into one of the soap's most shocking conclusions. Cast members have also hinted that filming Theo's last scenes was emotional behind the camera. Actors who had shared months of intense storylines reportedly praised the performance, describing it as one of the strongest villain exits in recent memory. And perhaps that's why these unreleased moments resonate so strongly. They remind fans that villains are not monsters without emotions. They are flawed people whose choices eventually catch up with them. Theo spent so long controlling others that he never realized he was destroying himself in the process. As the rain fell and darkness surrounded him, the once powerful schemer faced something he had spent his entire life avoiding: himself. Weatherfield moved on. Families healed. Secrets faded. But Theo's final moments, now revealed through never-before-seen footage, have added a haunting new chapter to Coronation Street history. For viewers, it's a reminder that in Weatherfield, no secret stays buried forever, and sometimes the scenes left on the cutting room floor are the ones that leave the biggest impact, with fans still dissecting every second of the footage. One thing is certain: evil Theo may be gone, but the mystery and emotion surrounding his unforgettable final moments will continue to spark conversation long after the credits roll. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Coronation Street Scoop News Update.